Justin Turner accomplished that. First player in World Series history to hit first-inning home runs in back-to-back games.
Hi, anyone?
By the way, the guy that stands to his left on this infield just hit his 8th of this postseason to make it 2-0. Breaking ball misses high, and we're underway in the bottom of the third. Hunter Renfroe by Zunino and from Kiermaier. This is inside 2-0. The Rays use the bottom of the lineup. This is top of the lineup. Not produce much, and they could also use getting a man to lead off the inning. Feel like they've got something going. Coming into the series, they had gotten the leadoff hitter around 36 out of 146 times, but only 3 times out of 27 opportunities. So this coming into this game, it's got to get. It was 2-0, now it's 2-2. Renfroe here at the tail end of his first year with the Rays. 33 home runs last year with San Diego. This year hit 8. Has won this postseason. Oh for 2 so far in this World Series. 2-2 pitch. He is hit in the air to left. And that is right. Taylor. 1 down. Now bring in Zunino, the catcher, and tonight's telecast is sponsored by Chevrolet, introducing the all-new Chevy Suburban and Tahoe. By Dell Technologies, when it comes to your business, we'll stop at nothing. And by Verizon, the network more people rely on gives you more. Zunino with 4 home runs this postseason. Scattered among his 8 hits. 0 for 9 so far in the World Series. One out from Urias is upstairs. It's just amazing, and I know that we don't have a packed place here. The crowd intensity is always dancing in the postseason, but your brain thinks differently in the postseason because you know it's bigger. And when you can create stress on the other team, you never know how that's going to impact the performance or execution out of certain players. And right now, we can say that the Dodgers have put more stress on everybody they've played. And you feel a lot more comfortable when you're in the strength of your ball club. Just like the Rays feel a lot more comfortable if they have a 2-0 lead right now, knowing that their formula works better. And that's what we came on the air talking about tonight. Here's a 2-1. Check swing, and he did hold up 3-1. The need for the Rays to get out in front early. And then Kevin Cash could use his talented bullpen. That hasn't happened. It's 2-0 Dodgers. And Urias on the mound has been changing the eye level of these Tampa Bay hitters. High fastballs, the breaking ball, and they have yet to really catch up. And there's the difference, right? When you've got a 3-1 count and you know you can still throw a fastball by somebody, that's less stress. If you know that guy absolutely crushes fastballs, then you might not be able to go to that pitch, therefore bringing in a walk or a secondary pitch. That's what the Dodgers fastballs series have been. That is down, and a 1-0 walk. Zunino is aboard for Kiermaier, and let's roll the clock back in Rosenthal. How did the Dodgers get Urias?
Well, the Dodgers were largely dormant in the international market under their previous owner, Frank McCourt. But that changed when the current Guggenheim ownership took over in May 2012. Mike Brito, you remember him, he's the scout beside Fernando Valenzuela. He first saw Urias in a small town on Mexico's Pacific coast when the pitcher was 14 years old. Other Dodgers scouts, led by former executives Logan White and Rick Regato, they then signed Urias at a showcase on the same scouting trip where their primary mission was to go look at Yasiel Puig. So what happened? The Dodgers landed both Urias and Puig, and that same summer, they also signed Corey Seager after making him the 18th pick of the amateur draft.
Yeah, that's a nice collection. I'll say. Here's an 0-1. Now strike 295 by Nevada Kiermaier, who homered in game 1 off Kershaw. They do not hold against Zunino at first. And that is 3 pitches and strikeout number 4 for the lefty, Julio Urias. Saw those stats. He came up at the age of 19. And as you watch him work, he's 4-0 this postseason, ERA of basically half a run. And at the age of 24, he's already got 6 wins and 8 decisions. Yeah, he, of the 3 guys that they have bounced around, has not shown any ill effects. You can make the argument that Dustin May lately has not been the same pitcher, nor has Gonsolin, and part of that has to be a little bit of confidence and the usage that they have used, where they use them in relief and then try to start them. Well, Urias, out of relief and or starting, has been good, very good. It's not easy. These guys have made it look easy by willingly saying, I'll take the ball whenever my manager asks me to do it. But you know there is some discomfort in knowing or not knowing what your role might be from day to day, especially in the postseason. 1-1 is upstairs. There is, let's just say if that hoodie is removed, a lot of hair will come as Dustin May. Raring to get back out there and that fine line of trying to make sure he gets right. He also needs to get effective, and you can hear the off-put umpire, Guccione, ask Bill Smith if he's okay, man. Oh, wow. 2-2 to count. You know, we haven't talked about it, which is usually a great thing. The umpire's done a nice job with the strike zone in the whole postseason, you know, for the most part. Not the easiest job to do. So far, they're in the World Series. Not a lot of complaining. They look like they're locked in. Yandy Diaz with the count of 3-2. Struck out his first time. This gives Zunino a chance to get a head start at first. They continue to play behind him. Here it is, and a foul. Open umpire tonight is Guccione. He is joined by Jerry Meals at first, Mark Carlson at second, Laz Diaz hadn't played in game 1, Tishner in left, crew chief is all the way out right. Adrian Johnson, replay official, Marvin Hudson off. This one will work to play tomorrow. Strike out 18, that is 5 for Urias. He's got Diaz twice. He is locked in. Dodgers up 2-0 after 3. Game 4.
You may have many reasons for waiting to go to your doctor right now, but if you're experiencing leg pain, swelling, or redness, don't wait to see your doctor. These could be symptoms of deep vein thrombosis, a blood clot, which could travel to your lungs and lead to a pulmonary embolism, which could cause chest pain or discomfort or difficulty breathing and be deadly. Your symptoms can mean something serious, so this is no time to wait. Talk to a doctor right away, by phone, online, or in person.
Earlier, one of the flyers was dead batteries and the streets.
world may have changed, but progress still starts with small steps. From the conversations we have to the connections we make. It won't happen all at once, but together we'll find a way. Whether it's starting a new job or making a difference, when we turn to our communities, there's no telling where our next small steps could lead.
Keep it together till this work called rap. Sit that smooth roast and try your best not to snap. The best part of waking up is focus in your life.
This is Nestle Vaccine Google, but to someone who's tired of always ordering delivery.
Hey Google, play Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat on Netflix.
It's the Google brand motivator. Nestle. From Google.
Brace for impact. That SmackDown returns to its regular home on Fox. All new Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern on Fox. Major League Baseball encourages fans to take an active role in their communities and make a plan to vote this election season. Visit MLB.com/vote to learn more. 4 hitting rules and 2-0 Dodgers. 2 home runs. Turner, Seager. Here is Bellinger. Little pop-up on the infield that was tracked down by Yarbrough his first time up. So 0 for 1. Takes a strike. Yeah, Yarbrough's not going to be in there much longer. So his job and goal now is to keep it right there. The Rays don't want a deficit more than 2 runs. And they'll start turning it over to mixing and matching with their bullpen. They know that their offense has not been super hot. You can't afford to rally much more than the 2 runs they are already down. What reflexes by Chris Gucci? That's cat. One ball, 1 strike. Bellinger. It's a right angle shift. And it is out at first. Made by Donna Smollett. Bellinger 0 for 2. I'll bring in Pollock. We talked about it a lot this postseason, but worth bringing all these storylines back up as we're into the middle portion of this World Series. The Dodgers are here for the 3rd time in the last 4 years. And for the 3rd time in the 5 years that Dave Roberts has been the manager, they won their division 8 straight years. Dominating the West. Best record in baseball over those 8 years. Looking for their first World Series win since 1988. Well, the Tampa Bay Rays had a great regular season, 40-20. Won the division over the Yankees by 7 games. Playing in their 2nd World Series, lost in 5 games to the Phillies. First time around in 08. That is down 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, that's why this year would make it so special. I know a lot of people are talking about, well, it was only 60 games. The pressure's been so great on the Dodgers. The things they had to overcome this year and the adjustments they had to make, each series was harder and harder for them because they had nothing to gain until they got to the World Series and could put a period on this narrative that they have been talking about all too often. And that's a little flare down the line. It's a foul ball by inches. And that's why I feel like this team, not to take anything away from all the other great teams they've had, is probably more complete to handle it. The Mookie Betts factor is great. It's influenced the team. They've become together because of COVID, staying together, becoming maybe more of a team. And some benefits have come out of this, according to Dave Roberts, that he really likes moving forward will serve them well. Well, there was a lot of talk early in the year when the baseball season started up, and it was only going to be a 60-game season. Well, is it going to feel right. There's going to be an asterisk attached to it. Whoever wins the World Series will be either the Dodgers or the Rays. Speaking personally, in my own opinion, we've done plenty of World Series together, and I'm sat here calling plenty of it myself. This feels like the World Series. And any team that ends up on top, going through all the protocols, everything else that's a part of the 2020 season, they will have gone through a lot to get to the top. And I don't think anything will be taken away from whichever team ends up winning this World Series.
No, and I really thought, I was surprised by the 2-game series. That's the scariest one. Anybody in baseball
Can win a 2-game series. If the format allows for the first to be a 2-game series, all in the home park, of the better record. And that, to me, was the scariest series the Dodgers were going to have from a pressure standpoint, and they handled it against the Brewers, and then, of course, handled the Padres after that. Count 2-2, Kenny.
You talk to your players, coaches, and managers, and front office people as well. They're all exhausted. They say the 60 is more exhausting even than the 162 is normally because of all, as you said, they've gone through all they have to deal with. And granted, it's not the same as what people in the country are dealing with illness and all of that, but at the same time, it's not what they're accustomed to. And that is what's been such a strain.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on, and line driving to right well, hit this one. And he's got his first hit of this World Series. I don't think Brent was going to catch this anyway, but he came in when that ball was hit. And then once he did that, there was no chance this ball was smoked. He was playing relatively shallow, but his first read was to come in, and then it was too late at that point. And that will send Zunino out to the mound, with Chris Taylor about to hit. So while they talk, we'll give you a quick word from T-Mobile, the leader in 5G coverage.
T-Mobile brings you 5G BP, the first ever 5G powered stream with cameras on the field. Get closer to the game with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G coverage.
Well, that was a little stall. And here comes Kevin Cash. That's going to be it for Ryan Yarbrough, it appears. And it is. Well, it'll be the big right-hander Ryan Thompson who worked in last night's game. Runner at second, 1 out. Dodgers already at 2-0. Yarbrough knocked out here in the 4th.
This is Yes and Max from Google, but to someone who's tired of always ordering delivery,
Hey Google, play Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat on Netflix.
it's the Google Diner Motivator. Next time, from Google.
Mookie Betts just became the all-time leader in DLTs when he stole tacos in the World Series. Now America, go steal as the leader Smokehouse Tacos at Taco Bell on Wednesday, October 28th. Steal the base, steal a taco.
We may be in a touchless world, but we can still touch people's lives. By staying in touch and showing you care. Because now each time you shop online or pay with contactless using your MasterCard at restaurants, grocery, and drugstores, MasterCard will donate to Stand Up to Cancer, 1 precious cent at a time, up to $4 million. Together, we can start something priceless.
It's about the humans. These humans, those humans, proven and golden. It's about getting more than health insurance and a partner who listens and acts. Humana calls it human care. It's talking to